Okay.
All right, we are live. Good evening, everyone. It is the 7th, I think. Yeah, January 7th.
I don't even know right now.
Thursday, January 7th, and we are rolling. We got things going on. Took a road trip today to Phoenix and back, a quick trip down and back, and we got some projects going on. You guys have been just killing it on comments on our YouTube videos, so spend a lot of time answering questions and comments, so thank you. That's that adds to kind of the algorithm kind of thing, so it brings more awareness to what we do. I've been trying to post more on Instagram lately, so in fact I've got another thing I want to post tonight. So yeah, things are good. We are staying positive over here. We got things that we got to get done. Some exciting changes in the next month or two. You guys will be hearing about it. New business stuff. But first things first. Okay, tonight. First things first. So Lee Harrington, he is part of the Minions group. He contacted me, and excuse me, he wants to put together an album of all of the exchanges between the Minions, a Christmas exchange thing. So he's got a list of who was matched up to who, for instance, me and Darren Smith, and he wants to put together an album and, you know, put the names on there and show the pictures of what everybody received. So what I need you to do is, if you were part of that Minions Christmas exchange, please get a hold of Lee and see if he's got the got your picture. So if you could just let him know, send him a copy of the picture of the sign you received and who your Minion exchange partner was. Anyway, so message him through Facebook. His name is Lee Harrington, HERRINGTON, or his email address if you want to do it that way. His email address is MST, that's Mother Stud 2. I don't know where I came up with that. Dude, DUDE dude 2000 at gmail.com. That was really bad. MST dude 2000, that's 2000 at gmail.com. So,
Kenny Earl says hi.
Andy
Happy
Earl?
New. No.
Andy?
No.
Oh. Who?
Kenny Earls.
Kenny Earl. Hey, Kenny. How are you?
He says Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. So, yeah, please email Lee and send him the picture of the sign that you received and who you got it from. And hopefully he can get all that together in the next week or two and put out an album. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be really cool to see all of the different signs put together in one place. So please do that. Get a hold of Lee and let him know. All right. So
Tessa says she spent 45 minutes talking to her uncle about the process of routing, and now he's watching our videos.
Oh, thanks,
she had
Tessa.
sent me that message earlier, but I was on the phone.
Thanks, Tessa. I appreciate that. That's nice. So I've got a couple questions tonight. These are actually pretty fast questions, pretty easy to answer. Well, kind of. The first one is, and I don't know who wrote this first one. He says, I've got a good question that you can ask on your live. For the big letters, 6-inch letters or bigger, what bit would you use to carve those? So that really depends, because he didn't, or she didn't specify inset or outset, so that would make a difference. But let's just take both. So the first thing is the font. So I've got two different fonts here. This is the Bookman, and this is the Fatty font. Now, whatever you're going to be doing, these are 6-inch letters. Whatever you're going to be laying out, whatever font it is, if it's more of a font like this, let's talk about inset letters first. If it's an inset letter and you've got an inset letter that looks like this, where it's, you know, nothing but round corners and round edges, then I probably would carve that with the 90 degree, because it's a fatter, and it'll make a fatter line all the way around. I would probably carve that with a 90 degree if it's inset. If it's outset, profile bit. And then there's just no doubt. Profile bit and then the 90 degree for the background. So, oh, actually I've got 3 phones. I forgot I had a universal here. That's a universal. So, if you're carving this inset or this inset, I wouldn't use the 90 degree because there's no way really to get into these sharp corners with a 90 degree bit. It just won't fit. So I probably would carve that with the 60, or I would carve them with the profile bit and just go around the inside of the letter with the profile bit, and then take the rest of it out with a 90 degree bit. So one or the other. Now, if you're carving these outset, then again the profile bit. That's why the profile bit is so versatile, because you can do so much with it. I can carve these, going around the inside or the outside of the letter with a profile bit, and then use the 90 degree to either do the background or take out the meat on the inside of the letter. So it's fairly simple, but it really depends on what it is what font it is that you're carving. So these would be, I would approach these differently just because of the sharp inside corners. So, if you have any questions on that, let me know.
You guys, how is the sound?
Oh yeah, that's right. We were going to ask right off the bat. So we are experimenting. We've got our lapel mic on, but we've only got one lapel mic, whereas before we had 2. We had one on Vicky and one on me, but now we've kind of broken it down to where we've got one. So hopefully I'm sounding okay. So anybody, let us know what the sound is like, because we have done this a couple times where it seemed like the lapel mic wasn't even working. But it's good tonight. Oh my gosh! Wow, that's what, 1 out of 10?
Yeah, all those hours of being on YouTube trying to figure out what's going on might have paid off.
Maybe this is so. I'm assuming. I just want to reiterate, guys. I sound really good, and does Vicky sound a little bit further away and not so loud? That would indicate that this mic is working, and she's 6 feet away. So let us know on that.
Jamie McCord says I have to put my phone volume on max to hear again.
Okay. And what's the difference between volume?
Some say sound is great. Some say sounds a little distant.
Who sounds distant, me or Vicky?
Do I sound loud? No snoring yet.
No snoring yet.
No, he just came in, so
He is relaxing over there in the recliner.
I'm louder, so it's still coming through the phone and not the mic.
It's still the phone. So it's still the phone doing that. Okay. All right. Well, then
Nope.
Okay, we'll try something different tomorrow night. Oh, you want to do it now?
No.
Okay, we're going to try, Vicky's going to try switch mics.
All right, see how that works. Maybe it's that jack. I can't be loud. I'm not talking loud.
Well, you're right next to it, so. So would you do reconnect the jack there? Okay.
I'm just.
Yeah,
Bear with me.
I'll move on to the next question, and you deal with that. I'll deal with the next question here.
Does it sound any better now?
So this is from Eric Stamatelos. I think I'm saying that correct. I hope. And Eric says, my question is, do you find it harder to carve during colder months? It's gotten much colder here in my neck of the woods, which it's almost colder everywhere, but here, colder than here. And I believe the change in weather is affecting how my router performs. I'm not sure if the wood or the router or both, or if I'm just overthinking it. So I brought the slab of pine and the router inside the house to see if that makes a difference. So I discovered something a few months ago. I was outside routing. It was, well, actually it was only about a month ago, I guess, because it was pretty cold for us, which cold for us, again, it's all relative. Cold for us is 30s and 40s. 50s, not so much, but 40s and 50s. So I was outside and I was carving something, and I fired up my Bauer router.
I'm not going to put the mic on Eric's hat because then the cord's going to be right in front of his face.
My hat? No,
On the bill of your hat.
No.
No.
That we can't do that because it's got a cord. And
No, I'm not using a mic. I'm standing 4 feet away from the phone.
Yeah, you wouldn't. So it's obvious, if that's the case, it's obvious that the phone, we're just using the microphone, that this thing is not working at all. That's what it sounds like. So we'll keep trying, guys. We've got some other experiments. Not tonight, but I'll talk louder. I'll modulate a little bit more, as much as I can. So this, I noticed about a month ago when I was carving, when I first picked up this router and I fired it up outside, it sounded a little funny when it started up. And this router really doesn't have that much time on it. It just sounded a little bit funny. And then it kind of got up to speed after about 10 or 15 seconds. And then it was, then it ran fine. So then the other day when Ryan was filming for me out there, I can't even remember what we were carving, but we were carving something, and we were filming out there. I grabbed the Bauer, and that's the day it was pretty cold. It was down in the 30s, I'm sure. And I turned this thing on, and it just like, it was just barely turning. And then about 10 seconds in, then it started going, and after 15 seconds it was running full speed. Then I never turned on and off, never had any more issues. So I don't know, I haven't seen that issue with any of the other routers as of yet, but I haven't been out there carving a lot in the cold either. So I don't know if you guys, I wanted to kind of throw this out at you guys. You live in a lot colder areas than I do. So if you're in a cold situation, have you had any performance issues on your routers? I'm kind of curious. Now the DeWalt, I picked up the DeWalt and boom, right off the bat, it just fired up. I've never noticed it with the DeWalt, and but this Bauer, I did notice it. Now the Makita, I don't know the Makita, I don't know the Bosch, I don't know the other ones. But this Bauer definitely had a little, it doesn't like the cold weather, evidently. It takes a little while to get going. So it must be about my age in router years. It takes a while to get up and moving. But that is, I just want to kind of throw that out at you guys, because that's the first time, I thought the first time it happened a month ago, I thought it was just kind of a weird deal, a coincidence or something. But then when it happened again the other day, then it told me, yeah, it definitely does not like the cold weather. So I might bring him inside, and put him in a warm room for an hour or so before I start carving, if I'm going to be carving in cold weather. But once it warms up for 10 or 15 seconds, then it ran fine. I didn't have any issues with it at all. So I guess to answer Eric's question, yeah, I have had that with this specific router. So if you guys have had anything like that, let me know. I'm kind of curious. Okay, that is it. I will move on to the SCOTD, Sign Carvers of the Day. And I will try to speak up as much as I can. So here we go. Let me move my thumbs. Turn this around. Okay. Stanley Schaefer. Check that out. Very first sign. Pretty incredible for a first sign, I'll tell you that. Pretty amazing. So, great job, Stanley. Absolutely spectacular for a first sign. Man, really good. Next, Brett Gentry. second, third, and fourth signs. So
I can barely hear you.
I think he's sending these, I think these might have been Christmas gifts. So anyway, great job, Brett, for some really new sign carvers. You guys are doing great stuff. Beautiful work. This one is really cool. I love.
Hold on just a second. Let me turn the volume up on this phone.
Hold
I
on.
love this. Dad is answering the phone in there. So, Kevin, I think it's Cayman, or it might be Kimon. I'm not sure, but this one is really cool, Kevin. Man. So I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is recessed here. This is like a border within a border, and this is all flat bottom, flat background, and then this is textured background. Terrific job, Kevin. Absolutely stunning. And I'm not sure what the stain is. I don't have any details on the stain, but man, just a spectacular job. Great job, Kevin. Rick McGinnis. One of his very first signs, and this was for a Christmas gift for a family member. And man, that is really good. I don't know if you guys can tell, but those lines are really, really well done for one of his first signs. Fantastic job, Rick. Absolutely beautiful. Love it. All right, Dale McComsey. I'm not sure. First sign. So this was done on a 24-inch round, and he wanted me just to pass this information on to you guys, although I think you might have heard me say it. The 24-inch rounds from the box stores, Home Depot, Lowe's, are not necessarily the easiest to carve, especially if you're just starting out. So, and based on that, Dale, you did a great job for a first sign, man. But those rounds, they do make those out of material that is kind of rough sometimes. Oops, I was upside down, sorry. George Hinckley, Christmas presents. That's a bunch. Way to put them together there, George, and show off your work. Great job, man. Looks like you were busy at Christmas. And I'm sure a lot of you were busy at Christmas time. Great job. Parley Kennelly. First outset letters. So this is 10 by 15 black cherry that he milled himself. I didn't even know there was a black cherry, honestly. I really don't know the different kinds of woods very well. But black cherry, but that is gorgeous. Milled it himself, and this is for a firefighter holiday raffle donation. So, good for you, Parley. Man, that's really beautiful stuff. Great job, buddy. Wow, look at this one. Mike Jones. He's a new sign carver, but he says he's addicted. Man, that is just spectacular. For being a brand new sign carver, that is just really above and beyond. Absolutely stunning. Great job, Mike. Ron Mueller. So this one is really interesting. I've never seen one quite like it. So he's got that triangle thing going with the top. There must be some significance to this layout and pattern, but honestly I don't know. It looks like it's Southwest type of imaging, but I don't know. But Ron, that's really cool, man. Very unique. Great job. And last, Greg Thompson. So this is hanging in his barn. You know what? I think he told me the size of it, but I think it's like 4 or 5 feet long. That thing is like pretty good size, like 6 or 8 inches by 4 or 5 feet long. And that's a good motto to live by, especially these days. Great job, Greg. Love it. All right, boys and girls, that is it. Great job on the sign carvers of the day. Thanks so much for everything. Any questions in there for me that you can see? Okay. So here's the deal, guys. Another reminder. Please, if you're seeing this on YouTube, please comment on the video. The more comments that we get, the more it kind of hits the YouTube algorithm, and it helps on our views, helps people find us. That's one. Number two is even though this is on Facebook, please don't send me messages for Facebook through Facebook, because I just don't spend, other than this is the most time I ever spend on Facebook. It's not anything particular other than I'm so busy answering emails that if you send me a message on Facebook, I may or I may not see it. So, you're better off sending it to me directly, eric@makeawoodsign.com, and then I will absolutely answer it. But if you don't hear from me within like 24 hours, then definitely resend it or send it, or hit me up, because I don't want to miss any of your messages. So,
Thomas Gent said, was looking for the black matting on your Amazon page, but couldn't find it. Do you know if it will get if you will get it back in there?
Yeah, I know it's there, Thomas. But I looked at it the other day, and it looks like it's unavailable. So honestly, there's a couple different ways to go. There are a bunch of other. There's a bunch of other black matting. I haven't used them specifically, so I can't necessarily endorse them unless I've used them. But you could use what I have used. We don't have any right here, but what I have used is that shelf lining that's kind of porous. Everybody buys it to put on their covered shelves. The non-skid stuff, it comes in a roll. You can get it at Walmart. That's better than nothing.
Let's try something real quick.
Okay.
Somebody said, or a couple people said they heard you leaned back, and it's like for a second you got loud.
Really? That's interesting. Try the different mic. Okay.
We're gonna try something, guys. Make sure that one. Oh.
Okay. Bear with us, guys.
All right.
We're trying to get this figured out. So I'm going to put the mic kind of in the same area. So let us know if that, and I don't know, doing it in midstream whether that will take or not. But let us know how the sound is now. I've kind of modulated down a little bit. I'm talking fairly normal volume, so to speak, even though I tend to be kind of a loud talker anyway. All the years of having a router run, I guess. Where was I going with that? I think I was talking about something, but I can't even remember now. Oh, if you guys, yes. So definitely email me directly rather than through Facebook. And the same thing goes with Instagram. I know maybe a lot of you aren't on Instagram, but I kind of took the month off of the month of December off of Instagram, so it took me a while to kind of catch up. But if you leave me a message in Instagram,
all right, hold the mic in front of your mouth and see if it's any better. They're saying that maybe it's
okay. So I'm going to talk directly into the mic. I doubt whether this is going to make a difference, but I'm going to give it a shot. So. If you guys message me through Instagram, chances are not very likely that I'm going to see it. So, again, wherever you message me, guys, even if you send me an email and you don't hear from me in 24 hours, then definitely... I
wonder if it might be this.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. So we're still struggling with this sound, guys. We're sorry. We're trying.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Very frustrating.
It is because, for months our sound was perfect. We had no issues whatsoever. And this was the mic we were using. And then all of a sudden, it stopped working. So we're trying. We did reboot the phone. We did that just a few minutes ago before we started. But
there is no on and off switch for the mic.
Nope.
But I do have this little adapter, so... Okay. Maybe it's still the adapter.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Okay. So anyway, guys, we will keep trying, and we will get this solved. But in the meantime, We appreciate you guys having patience. Again, we're doing our best. So, tomorrow morning, the new Zoom, the Zoom time tomorrow morning, you guys will like this one, I guarantee it. And then Sunday is a new version of Dave's stories. I think we've got 3 actual videos of Dave's stories with me and Ryan and Dad sitting around the table talking about the old days. So that everybody seemed to really like that.
I don't. Facebook doesn't really have a settings that would have anything to do with the mic.
Yeah, we've never had to do that before.
Because it seems like we have the same issue on YouTube, so it's not that.
Yeah.
It could be this, where it's kind of bending like that.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna keep trying. So that's it. We're gonna get out of here. Let you guys go on with your evening, and we will see you tomorrow night over on YouTube Live. Hopefully, better sound. But Dad will be here. We've got some stuff to go over. And so tomorrow night over on YouTube, same time, 6 o'clock Pacific time. Or excuse me, Mountain time. Mountain time.
I did the same thing.
And then we'll be back here on Facebook Saturday morning. And we'll just keep trying different sound things till we get it nailed down, till we get it figured out. So that is it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for all the love. Thanks for the business. Thanks for all the support, the kind words, and we love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night over on YouTube.
John also says you didn't get the mic from Harbor Freight, did you?
No, not this time. So have a great night, guys. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.